was brought to our attention, and we want to help. And I want to encourage you across the country to listen to what's going on in the faith community here in our state. But this is going on all across the country. I guess you've all been paying attention lately of the various bomb threats going on involving Jewish community centers all across the country. And why this anti-Semitic attitude seems to be rising to the top again. We've given some theories on what we think is behind all this, but at the end of the day, and it's happening, as you've seen in the headlines, in our city. And our city has quite a history of some really hard things in our past involving this kind of stuff. And so I was contacted by some of the influential people in the Christian community there in Alabama, and some people that we actually work with. The National Christian Foundation actually houses the Burgess Memorial Fund. And I began to talk to some of the people, the Scott Dawson Evangelistic Association that we work with many times, some of the pastors of some of the big mega churches in Birmingham. They've all kind of come together and wanted us to kind of stay out to the rest of you across the country. And of course, obviously, you can help even the situation in Birmingham, no matter where you are. The Jewish Community Center has had 4 bomb threats in the last 60 days, and they had another one just the other day. So what's happened here with the Jewish Community Center and our brothers and sisters there, they have to take these things very serious for obvious reasons. Well, in order to do that and for people to be able to carry on with their lives there, and they've got preschool programs, and there's 200 children there, and they're all freaking out, and the programs they have going on are incredible. And anyway, so then even growing up, our kids went to the Jewish Community Center and did some activities there too. There's all kinds of things going on there for all the children in the community, not just the Jewish children. But anyway, they've got a huge expense. They got to upgrade security now that they have to affect this. They need to spend about $750,000 up to $1 million to enhance security there at the facility. So I thought this was really cool, because one thing you heard us say on the show all the time is that we, as a Christian community, stand with Israel and we stand with the Jewish people. And I think this is an incredible opportunity for the church and Christians to step up and to say, you know what, we're going to be there for our Jewish brothers and sisters who once again find themselves in the crosshairs of people trying to terrorize them and or harm them. And so we've set up a link at rickandbubba.com. You can go there. It's in the show notes. With the National Christian Foundation of Alabama, and they're taking tax-deductible donations. Now, a lot of the churches have already stepped up and said, we're finding in the budget, we're going to give this, and we're going to try to help them with this new expense that they're taking on. And there's other Jewish community centers across the country that may be facing the same thing, and I would suggest the Christian community there do the exact same thing. And if you need some help with that, I can get you in touch with people that can help you with that, because we can do that through the same foundation. So if you go there and if you're going to donate, the IRS requires tax receipts for donations over $250. Not a problem. The National Christian Foundation will mail you the receipts that you need. 100% of anything received at this link will go to the Jewish Community Center, and the National Christian Foundation is not going to charge any administrative fees. So 100%, every penny will go to this. Now, if you want to make a check out to it and mail it to the National Christian Foundation, that address is there as well. You can find that in our show notes today. And then if you want to click the link, you want to use, a debit card or whatever, you can do that too, right there at rickandbubba.com under show notes. I really believe, and I agree with these Christian leaders that said this is another time to say that it's time for us to stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters in the face of terror, whomever is coming against them, and stand with them. I read a letter from one of the pastors there in Birmingham, the senior pastor of Briarwood Presbyterian Church, and you saw Briarwood, the school, on the news this week with the Trump thing. And he said recent multiple lethal threats made against the Jewish Community Center in our city here in Birmingham, but it's going on everywhere, must be answered in light of the broad services provided to many by the Jewish Community Center. It seems that one way we can appropriately and tangibly respond is to financially assist in enhancing their security system, which would allow the community service programs to continue without interruption or intimidation. He's encouraging fellow Christians as well as pastors and churches to join them financially by assisting the Jewish Community Center to further enhance that security system. Furthermore, we want to make it abundantly clear, and I like this, that such threats in our community will not only be met by our law enforcement agencies, but also by our vigorous commitment to encourage and stand with each other against any and all forms of bigotry and hate against the men and women made in the image of God. So anyway, if you want to be part of that, the link's there at rickandbubba.com, and I would encourage you to do that. And this will be, I think, a lot of times when Birmingham in the past got painted as a city of hate, this would be a great way to kind of have a different look about what we do here when it comes to standing up against this kind of attack for someone's race or creed or even conviction. So anyway, stand with them.